Oh, hey everyone, I'm Big John and welcome to another episode of the Diz Ability Show. Now, this week, we're going to start off, this week's tip is about the park pass system. So, as you may have heard, Disney Chairman Bob Chapek announced that the park pass system is here to stay. Now, it could change anytime, but for now, it's here. And right now, it is very important because you can't go to the parks without a parks pass. So, what you gotta do is especially if you want to go on a special day. When you go to the park pass reservation system, you need to do it way in advance, like as soon as it's available. Because if you want to be there for the on Halloween for Boo Bash, you'll be too late. If you want to be at the Magic Kingdom on Epcot on the day of the 50th anniversary, you're too late. So, if you want to be there for a special occasion, you gotta plan your reservation in advance. And when you book a hotel, you should first get park passes, because that is very important for when you do, because it will stink if you book a hotel, then you go to book a park, and the park ain't available. So you really gotta do the park reservations first, then do the hotel, then do the dining. That is important. And because we don't know how long this reservation system is here to stay. It could be forever. We don't know. So anyway, that's my tip. As always, let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions on future tip videos, or if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities. Let me know in the comments, and I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. And now it's time for this week's Top 5. Now, Disney is Disney is on the road now, I think, to getting back to normal. But there are some things that we want to see in order to make sure it does get back to normal. So this week, the top 5 need to come backs. So number 5, something that Disney announced earlier this week that is going to return. We'll talk about that in the extra segment. Fireworks. Now, for those who haven't seen our past firework videos like Illuminations or Happily Ever After from top of Bay Lake Tower, make sure you scroll down and watch those, because those are awesome, especially the long version of the Happily Ever After one from 2019. Make sure you check that out if you want a bird's eye view of the Magic Kingdom at night, because it is so awesome. Number 4, parades. Now, the cavalcades are nice. They're great. You get to see characters. But the parades are even better for 2 reasons. Number 1, you get to see all your favorite characters all in one place. And number 2, the lines for the attractions are actually shorter. So while everyone's at the parade, the lines for, like, say, Big Thunder, Splash Mountain, those lines are available. Those lines are short, or sometimes basically walk-ons. So that is very, very important to know. And we do hope that one of the next things to come back will be the parades, because parades are a great distraction for people who want to get in between rides, in between shows, in between meals, or for me, all of the above. So anyway, number 3, speaking of meals, the Hoop-de-Doo review. Now, we love the Hoop-de-Doo for those who saw my character dining tip on location from December 2019, make sure you scroll down on to watch that, because, and those who saw my 4-part Hoop-de-Doo video, the third part got slow-mo, so we had to delete it. But for those who don't, Hoop-de-Doo was kind of a redemption for me, because when I was very little, before I was even diagnosed, my very first time in Hoop-de-Doo, I did not like it. Let's just say that. But Hoop-de-Doo is very fun, very entertaining. You get to interact with the performers, and that is key. And not just for Hoop-de-Doo, but for all, like, say, the character dining stuff. Now, the character dining, like Tusker House and Chef Mickey's, though they're now family style, and you don't get the same character experience, although you do see the characters walk around, but they don't walk up to you. And for people with disability, for kids with special needs, that character interaction is important. And because right now you have like 8 lines to see characters, and that's kind of disorienting. And you don't want to disorient the kids. You want them to have fun. You want that character interaction, whether it's with a Pioneer Hall player or Mickey Mouse. So I really hope Hoop-de-Doo comes back, because without it, Fort Wilderness has no huge dining opportunities. So that is very important. It's something that needs to come back. Number 2, another thing that needs to come back, fast passes. Now, a couple weeks ago, I was on the My Disney Experience app. When looking at attractions, there has been a little standby option. So, hopefully, this means that fast passes will be coming back at a later date. But an interesting rumor we found about from a fellow Disney vlogger, Braden, over at Mickey Views. Go check him out. He does great Disney news and content. He talked about a rumor that a lightning pass. Now, but before you think lightning pass, that sounds cool. But if this rumor is true, then it's something that you will have to pay for. And we don't want to pay for something that we usually get for free with our vacation. We don't want to pay for it. We want fast pass. We want the same fast pass experience, because that is important, especially for people with disabilities. That way you get to plan your day around, and without fast passes, it's like a wild goose chase. You know what I'm saying? So I really hope they bring back fast passes, because it's important. And so my number 1, and this should come as to no surprise to anyone who knows me and watch this show every week, the citizens of Hollywood, but as well as other Streetmosphere entertainers. Now, yesterday, over at Disney's California Adventure, they brought back their Citizens of Buena Vista Street, and that gives me even more hope that we'll get the Citizens of Hollywood back soon. And also, and last night, I had a dream. I swear, this is true. Too important to make up. I had a dream last night that I was watching a video from Disney that all the citizens of Hollywood were back to where they belong. They were waving to the guests. They were interacting with people. They were entertaining people as they come into the park. They were doing what they were doing. And I miss that. I miss seeing that. And for me, that's super important, because, as well as people with disabilities, because let's say you have family one half of family that wants to go to a ride, but another half the family doesn't like that ride. That one half can go to the ride while the other half just finds something else to do. And sitting down and on a park bench waiting for something amazing to happen, that is something that the parks really need right now. We need that interaction. Not just the citizens of Hollywood, but we want to see the citizens of Main Street back in the Magic Kingdom. We want to see the Dapper Dans back on Main Street rather than on the train station. We want to see we want to see character meet and greets back. We want to see kids hugging Mickey. We want to see the trolley show at the Magic Kingdom. We want to see the Dapper Dans back in Future World rather than on top of the... We want to see the JAMMitors. The JAMMitors back in Future World rather than... or than on the Canada Farm Wide stage. We want to see Fantasmic back. We want to see more projections on the Tree of Life. We want to see more rope drops. We want to see the Castle show, welcome show. We want to see the Castle show, period. We want to see all of these things come back. Because when we do, if you want to go to a park and just ride rides, go to Six Flags, go to Cedar Point. But if you want a place not just to ride rides, but to immerse yourself in family entertainment, immerse yourself in a place where where performers interact with you for at least 5 seconds, Disney really needs to bring these experiences back, because without them, it's just another park. And I miss all of them so much, and I hope my dream comes true. So anyway, that's my top 5. Let me know in the comments what you want to see come back the most. And now, as previously said, Disney has announced that fireworks are going to come back July 1st for the Magic Kingdom and Epcot, and July 4th at Disneyland. That's right, Disneyland gets their fireworks back on America's 245th birthday. I think I got that right. Yeah, I do. So July 1st, Happily Ever After comes back to the Magic Kingdom, as well as Epcot Forever, and of course, Epcot. And I'll finally get to see Epcot Forever after missing it back in 2019 due to some personal circumstances. Don't want to go in on that. But like I said, it's great to see fireworks come back, because when we see this, hopefully this means that we'll get to see Fantasmic return to Disney's Hollywood Studios. Never seen it before. I really want, hopefully when I have a chance, when I'm in in that resort area, I hope to finally see it myself. And maybe that, as well as the projection fireworks shows at Disney's Hollywood Studios, Disney Movie Magic, as the other movie one I forgot the name of, it's been so long, as well as the Star Wars one. Those, I think, like I said, we are on the road to getting things back to normal. And as soon as all these things come back, it'll feel like the pandemic never happened. Everything will go back to the way things were. And it'll be great. So anyway, that's this week's show. As I said, let me know in the comments if you have any questions or suggestions for future tips, and I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. Now, for this week's shout out, speaking of citizens, make sure you check out my buddy Cameron Matthews at Cameron Matthews Entertainment. He has added a travel host to his resume. He has engaged his full-on Samantha Brown. He has doing a special hotel walk-around videos for Mickey Travels. Make sure you check that out. As well, make sure you check out my friend Beth over at Beth's Disney Adventures. She did a live stream yesterday from the Character Warehouse in Vineland, and she does great live streams from the park each and every week. Check her out, as well as check out my buddy Michael over at Mousepiration. If you haven't seen my interview with him back in April, go check it out. It's on his channel. Also, if you want to get the California perspective of things, make sure you check out Fresh Baked Disney. They do a lot of news and great videos from inside Disneyland to Disney's California Adventure. And as always, for the latest attraction news, make sure you check out my good friends over at Attractions Magazine. And until next time, have a zippity-doo-dah day.